My voice is reaching millions throughout the world. Millions of despairing men, women, and children. Victims of a system that makes men torture. I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world there's room for everyone, and the good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful. We have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much, feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness, gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent. All will be lost. The aeroplane and the radio have brought us closer together. The very nature of these inventions cries out for the goodness of men, cries out for universal brotherhood, for the unity of us all. Even now, my voice is reaching millions throughout the world. Millions of despairing men, women, and little children. Victims of a system that makes men torture. I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world there's room for everyone, and the good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful, but we have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much, feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness, gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent. All will be lost. The aeroplane and the radio have brought us closer together. The very nature of these inventions cries out for the goodness of men, cries out for universal brotherhood, for the unity of us all. Even now, my voice is reaching millions throughout the world. Millions of despairing men, women, and little children, victims of a system that makes men torture. I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world there's room for everyone, and the good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful, but we have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much, feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness, gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent, all will be lost. The aeroplane and the radio have brought us closer together. The very nature of these inventions cries out for goodness of men, cries out for universal brotherhood, for the unity of us all. Even now, my voice is reaching millions throughout the world. Millions of despairing men, women, and children, victims of a system that makes men torture.
America, we are back, baby. Welcome to another episode of America Unfiltered. We got a great show for you guys today. A lot of different things to talk about. Holy shit, did we have a crazy weekend, crazy day today. Lots of news to talk about, and I also want to do a little recap of my weekend trip. If you're a viewer, a fan of the show, you know I went over to Los Angeles this weekend to film a Jubilee episode. And I can't say everything about it. I don't want to spoil it, and I don't want to violate the contract I have with them, but I do want to give a little sneak peek into some of the fun things that happened. I mean, just at the start of it, let's just say this. We fucking dominated. They couldn't even sit with us in debate. It was so embarrassing for them. It was one of the most interesting experiences I've ever had, because I've been on Jubilee before, but I've never experienced 4 people that far to the left before. Like, we had Ceci on the show. Ceci was crazy far left. She's basically an anarchist, and I kind of liked her. She was nice. We're actually going to have her back on the show this week, but she wasn't even as far left as them. We debated Left is Blondie, that dumb bitch, and she wasn't even as far left as these people. I mean, these people were so fucking far left. I pointed out a hypothetical, or I created a hypothetical, and I said, if I had a 5-year-old son, and my 5-year-old son got raped by an illegal immigrant and then served their prison sentence. At the end of their prison sentence, do you want them to live in America or do you want them to be deported? And all of them, every single one of them said they would want that person to stay in America, that they are against deportation no matter what. So if your kid gets raped, if my kid gets raped, or whatever happens, these people who live in our country and have voting power in our country, they want those people to stay. It was very interesting. There was a lot of really crazy shit. Like, I've never experienced a debate where somebody cried during the debate, but not one, but 2 of them were crying literally the entire fucking time, basically. When I realized the first one was crying, I looked at her and I'm like, she probably is either jacked up on SSRIs or she's autistic. Wasn't exactly sure, but it was so embarrassing. One of them, I swear, and I mean, you guys will see it when they release the video. Depending on how they edit it, you'll see it. But she looks at me dead in the eyes, crying, and she goes, You're gonna call them illegal immigrants? It's like, yeah, bitch, I'm gonna call them illegal immigrants. That's what the fuck they are. They're like, please never use the term illegal immigrants again. It's like, sorry, how about you suck my fucking dick every day? Like, shut the fuck up. And then it was so funny because there's 3 girls on the other side, and then there's 1 guy on their side as well. So it's 4-on-4, 3 girls and 1 guy on their side. And the 1 guy on their side, like all the 3 girls, they're in their 20s. They're dumb bimbo bitches. Or they're just retard, like whatever you want to call them. Then the 1 guy is this like white knight fucking retard. This guy really looked at me and he goes, I'm going to ask you this nicely. Please, and I mean please, never use the term anchor baby again. And I just looked him dead in the eyes and I said, I will say anchor baby every day till the day I die. And just because of you, sir, I will now do that. Even on days where I don't leave my fucking house, I will now sit in my house alone and just say anchor baby just to spite you. Like, these people were the biggest group of pussies I've ever interacted with. And beyond that, they were also just retarded. Every argument they made was an emotional argument. Every argument they made was just utter retardation. And at one point, like, the director of the show was even like to me, because everyone at Jubilee is super fucking liberal. At one point, the director of the show was like, be respectful. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, these people, they're calling us vile names. They're saying we're lying. They're saying all these things about us. They're never saying it to them. But to me, you know, they say to me, be respectful. And I'm like, okay, whatever. We'll let it slide. Then, as these Jubilee things go, you're talking, they're talking, you're talking, they're talking, and it's a political debate. So people are going to interrupt. You know, it's a Jubilee political debate. So it's a bunch of people who, most of them aren't in media. Most of them don't have much debate experience as is, but we're talking, we're debating, and they kept going, please stop interrupting, please stop interrupting, please stop interrupting. One of the dumb bitches on their side kept saying that, no matter what. Even though they're interrupting us, we're interrupting them, she made a point to every time, and she got bitchier every time. It was really like that woman you just want to hit. Because every guy fucking despise, like, when a woman tells you to fucking stop talk, like, it's the most fucking annoying thing, especially when they're doing that exact thing. So this woman looks at me, she goes, stop interrupting, stop interrupting, stop interrupting. And then she interrupts me. And oh, I had my moment. I look her right in the eyes. And I go, excuse me, stop interrupting me now. I've asked you multiple times. And the look on this dumb bitch's face was absolutely priceless. I mean, the best look I got the entire time, and I'm trying not to, like, expose like, a lot of really specific things that were said, because I want it to be a surprise, but there are a couple things that I feel like I could just say. But one of them was they were talking about, we were talking about Renee Nicole Good, that stupid bitch who got shot in her car, because she was sitting in the middle of traffic, and she was trying to drive, or she didn't try to drive in the officer, but she did drive into the officer. Whether she tried to or not's irrelevant, she did. But we're talking about her, and one of the girls, in her little crying voice, she goes, the officer who shot her called her a bitch. And I looked her right in the eyes and I said, I would call her a bitch too. She was a bitch. She hit a man with her car. What do you want him to call her? Princess? No, she's a stupid bitch. She ran over a federal officer with her car. What do you call that? Do you call that intelligent? Do you call that a smart woman? No, you call that a stupid bitch. So the entire thing was fucking hilarious. I mean, I had some of the most fun I've ever had in my life on that debate. And I have never been more excited for a debate I've been in to be released. I mean, I am so excited. I mean, it's going to be incredible. I'm more excited for you guys. You guys get to see an absolute masterpiece of a debate. Because when we got in there, like one of the first things they asked, they asked the prompt. I'm not going to reveal what the specific prompts were because I feel like that's too far, but they asked a specific prompt. All of them walk up. We're still standing in the back, so it's their time to talk on the other side, on the anti-ice side. And they don't even answer the prompt at all. And in that moment, I turn to the girl next to me. And I have a funny story about her. But I turn to the girl next to me, and I just say, this is going to be the easiest fucking debate we've ever had. And from that point on, I was just laughing at them. I was laughing in their faces. I was laughing at everything they said. I was laughing at the fact they were crying. It was so fucking easy. And towards the end, when we really were just so far ahead, like we were pulling so far ahead, objectively, we were beating the fuck out of them in this debate. When we get that far ahead, I literally just started rage baiting them. I was just like, I'm just gonna have fun. I don't even give a shit about the debate at this point. I'm just here to fuck with these people now. And oh my, was it perfect. I mean, it was unreal. And the girl next to me, so I want to explain what the pro-ice side looked like, because I thought it was a little funny. I was walking in, I was expecting to see a bunch of white guys. You know, maybe you get your whatever, your minority person who's pro-ice, but I was expecting a room full of white people on my side, at the very least. But what happens? I walk in, it's me, an Asian girl, a black girl, and I don't know, he was Spanish, it was either Hispanic or Middle Eastern, some brown. But he was a cool guy, great guy, loved to talk to him. I would definitely say me and him should hopefully work together in the future. I'd love to even have him on the show. But it was such a funny set of people. And then my introduction to the Asian girl who was right next to me. So I'm walking in, I'm getting my picture taken, and she goes, oh, I just saw you on the mass deportations episode. And she didn't clarify what side she was on going into this debate. And I just heard, oh, that's really cool. And I go back to my dressing room, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, fuck, they got a smart Asian bitch on the other side. They have a smart Asian bitch who did her homework on the other side. Little did I realize that she was a smart Asian girl on my side. I mean, holy shit, did we hit the jackpot. We had an Asian girl just coming in there with fucking heat. She knew the laws, she knew everything, and not only that, she had the balls. Yes, the woman had the balls to shut down all the emotional arguments on the other side. The other side would say an argument, and then she would be like, you know, that's just emotional. That's just all emotion. None of that was actually logical. And it's like, bravo, bravo, woman. Bravo, woman. You could be the one woman who votes in my society. Like, it was incredible. It was actually incredible. Like, there was one point where, I don't know why that just reminded me of it. Maybe because I was talking about women not voting, but the one guy, there was, sorry, let me reset that. There was one girl who said something, and I forget what she said, but it was one of the dumbest fucking things I've ever heard. And I look her right in the eye. This is at the point where I'm rage baiting. I look at her right in the eyes, and I just go, okay, sweetheart. She goes, don't fucking call me sweetheart. And I go, okay, sweetheart, again. And then the guy next to her is white knight, and he's like, are you some kind of misogynist? And I'm like, yeah, call me whatever the fuck you want to call me. And it was just one of the funniest things to see the reactions on their face. They've never been spoken to in that manner. And that's what we need to bring to the fucking table. I'm not saying you got to be an asshole. I certainly was a little bit. I'm not going to deny that. But we have to tell these people that we're not going to follow the same protocol we've been following for the last few years. You want to call me a racist and cancel me? Fuck you, I'll accept it. You want to call me a misogynist, try and cancel me? Fuck me, I'll be more misogynist. I don't give a shit. What do I give a fuck? You want to call me all these labels? Suck my American dick, bitch. I will call you whatever the fuck I want to call you. I don't fucking care. These people are pussies. These people can suck my fucking dick. So when I went in there and I was bringing the heat and I was bringing a few insults along the lines, I'm not going to lie. I was calling him low IQ, calling her sweetheart. I was throwing them around willy-nilly. You gotta do that though, because if you're not willing to bring the fucking heat to these people, they will bring it to you first. So I am calling on every American who engages in this form of debate, every American, every America First patriot who's willing to stand up and use their fucking voice. I'm letting you know, you don't have to be afraid anymore. When they call you racist, when they call you misogynistic, anti-Semitic, when they call you any of these fucking things, say, good, fuck you. Good, fuck you. Throw it right back at them. Say, I don't fucking care. Call me whatever the fuck you want to call me. I know myself and I'm America First. And you are not. You are a spineless pussy. Because these people, they have no morals. They These people are so fucking disgusting. Their rhetoric is so contradictory. They are so fucking stupid. You can't reason with these people. Like, when I went in there, I knew in my mind, I'm not going to convince a single person on their side to be on my side. The chances of that are slim and dick. I have a better chance at hitting the lottery 3 times in a row or filling out a perfect March Madness bracket. It's not going to fucking happen. You're not going to walk in a Jubilee and change someone's mind. But what you are going to do is you're going to put on a fucking show, and that's what we did. We put on a motherfucking masterpiece. And I am excited to sit here and celebrate that. It was fucking amazing. And it was so funny too, because we have this black girl on our side. And say what you want about the blacks. You know, I have my fair criticisms about the crime rate and the IQ level. But this one was special. I mean, this was incredible. Like, holy shit. So she's out there. She's speaking straight Ebonics. I mean, this girl, she has the regular black voice, you know, my EBT and shit. But at the same time, it was like fucking night and day between the way she was talking and what she was saying. This woman would spit out the most intelligent points. Some of the greatest points. Like, I'm cooking up things in my mind and I'm like, you know, that would be a good response. I'm going to say this, I'm going to say that. And then she would chime in and she would just fucking say it in her Ebonics. And I'm like, oh, where did you come from? What the fuck happened here? Holy shit. It was incredible. I was truly amazed, and I would love to have her on the show. I want to have all the people I had on there on the show with me. When it releases, I want to do a reaction video with all of them. I think that would be entertaining for you guys. It would be fun for me. Got a couple people in the live chat. Someone goes, hi, hey, how you doing? Someone goes, no super chats on YouTube? No, not temporarily. We'll have super chats back on YouTube, hopefully by the end of the week. For super chats, though, we got Rumble and we got Kick donations. That's what we got today. Sadly. Let's see. Someone goes, what's up, my guy? How is California? See any drones? Luckily, the Iranian regime spared my life this week. You know, we got the word that there might be some Iranian attacks on the homeland, that they were thinking of drone striking us. And then they were like, whoa. One of the biggest defenders of we should not be in this war is going to California this weekend. Let's hold off. They spared me. And no, I was not in contact with the Iranian regime, Laura Loomer. Don't worry, don't get your panties in a wad. Don't get yourself back in an asylum. Because that's going to be the featured story we talk about today, which is the Tucker Carlson thing. Like, it's just so funny. It's like seething bitch 101. So funny. I mean, you guys know how I feel about Laura Loomer. She's fucking insane. She's a cunt. She's crazy. I mean, any woman who lives in Florida and legally can't purchase a gun, you know that bitch is psycho. She's been 5150 multiple times. I mean, this bitch is crazy. Someone goes, hey man, from Whip It. How we doing, Whip It? Nice to have you back on the show, back in the live chat. Imagine if you called them illegal aliens. Dude, I use so many terms. Like, it was just so, like, the fact that the girl was crying, she was crying. It was beautiful. I was celebrating. I was like, let's fucking go. I was like, we won this. This bitch is crying. She's crying. Like, how could we lose? You want to hear one of the craziest things? And I should have called it out to her on the Jubilee episode, but I didn't. I just kind of let it go because I was like, whatever. But one of the bitches was so bad that she had an AirPod in. And whether someone was feeding her information or she was just listening to music because she's that much of a fucking airhead, but this girl literally had an AirPod in under her hair. It's so funny. So when you guys watch it, when you see the black girl on their side, just know she had an AirPod in. Someone said, keep telling the truth, Justin. My name's not Justin. The fuck? I'm James. Do you think my name's Justin? That's crazy. Someone says, good shit, bro, from White Rican. What's up, White Rican? How we doing, big guy? Love to have you in the chat. I'm surprised. Enya thinks my name is Justin. Enya was the one who was on my Jubilee episode with me. She's in my live chat. Good to see you. She goes, keep telling the truth, Justin. It's James. It's James, not Justin. I don't know who Justin is, but wrong guy. If I was your husband, No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Imagine that, though. Imagine you're married and your wife calls you the wrong name. It's like, how do you handle that? Do you hit her? Do you tell her? Do you divorce? Like, what do you do? How do you handle that situation? How do you truly handle that as a man? Because I don't know if I wouldn't be able to stomach it. Like, something in me would be like, you gotta smack her. And then something in me would just be like, okay, just leave the house. Take the high road. Haha, maybe an autocorrect. I mean, I don't mind. I'm just fucking with her. I'm really just fucking with her. But I'm glad to be back on the show, guys. We missed the show Friday. It was sad. I thought about doing a show from my hotel on Friday, but it was such a fucking hell of a day of travel. Then my travel back was fucking even worse. I mean, I was not it wouldn't have been a good show if I did a show from my hotel on Friday. But we are back. It's Monday. It's been raining all day, but the sun is shining in here. The sun's shining in the studio. We're excited to be back. We're excited to talk about the news. I'm just so excited about, like, I literally have never been more excited about an episode. Just for the, like, what has it been? It's only been 15 minutes in. Just that portion alone is what I was, like, just to talk about how funny it was on Jubilee. I mean, I've never had an experience like that with that far left of people. And I've never had a debate where I rolled over them so fucking easily. Like, when I went on Jubilee the last time, sure, it was easy. You know, they're defending an indefensible position. I'm defending a pro-America position. It was mass deportations versus anti-mass deportations. And it was a little bit more of a challenge because you had some people who were a little bit smarter, but then you also had your retards on that one too. You had a guy wearing a CEO necklace and a bucket hat and a sweatshirt, who was the CEO of nothing, by the way, and then you had a literal illegal immigrant on their fucking side, so. But they at least gave a challenge. They at least, like, conceded, okay, deportations are a decent thing sometimes, but we want, you know, they wanted minimal. These people were literally like, no deportations no matter what. Doesn't matter if it's rape or murder. Doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter if they defraud the state of Minnesota for $9 billion. No deportations no matter what. And it's like, okay. You guys are in for a rude fucking awakening when we get into power. When Gen Z takes power, when we take over, when the America First side is in power, oh, fuck, are you guys in for a rude awakening? Because Donald Trump, they think Donald Trump, like, they were comparing Trump to the Gestapo, to Nazi, they were comparing Trump to whatever. When we get into power and we just start mass deporting fucking everybody, and we're like, no, I don't give a shit. And there's the media pushback and our poll numbers drop. Okay, we're gonna double it. I don't give a fuck. Donald Trump pulled out ICE because of his poll numbers. Guess what? I'll double down. Fuck that. I'm not willing to bend. Oh, it was just so funny. Someone goes, maybe an autocorrect. A girl you're with saying a different name to you is core betrayal. I agree. Then she corrects it. She goes, James, CEO necklace is too funny. Filmed in Cali. Yeah, it was ridiculous. He literally had a chain that said CEO on it with fake diamonds. He's wearing a bucket hat. And it was just like the most retarded fucking thing I've ever seen. It was so ridiculous. One of them, like, easily the most retarded thing I've ever seen. Someone said, we have Nazi Nick at home. Very different show. I am a huge supporter of Nick, though. Love Nick Fuentes. But very different show. It was just, it was literally incredible. I'm going to try and change the size of my monitor here because it is fucking just glitching on the side. Okay, we're back. We got it fixed. But let's see. What else did we have to cover today? We had a day full of news. We had a lot of things to talk about. A lot of different things to talk about. The first thing, like I said, I want to talk about the Jubilee recap, but I also want to talk about something else I saw over the weekend, which was a lot of different people calling for Tucker Carlson's arrest. And I noticed a pattern. It was a lot of people from the Zionist lobby, a lot of the usual Jewish suspects, calling for Tucker Carlson to be arrested for FARA violations. Basically saying that he was lobbying for foreign governments or conspiring with foreign governments against the United States and not registered. But I was curious. I was like, where is all this coming from? Where is it all coming from? So I look up Tucker Carlson's page. I go on his page and I see a video he released. It was a 5-minute video where he talks about how the CIA has been reading his text messages and they then reported to the FBI. And one of his sources was basically like, yeah, they're looking to possibly arrest you right now for being in contact with someone in Iran. And we're going to discuss that later today. Like I said, that's going to be the featured story of the day, along with, and it was Laura Loomer who was mainly calling for the arrest. And there was another thing with Laura Loomer that I want to also add as a featured story today, because this was funny. I mean, this was insane. So Laura Loomer is one of the least accepting people ever. And I'm not really, too critical of people who are not that accepting, as myself, as someone who's not always accepting. But Laura Loomer is somebody who flip-flops depending on what's good for her. Laura Loomer is somebody who was shitting on India. I mean, just shitting on India. And then Laura Loomer then sees all the groypers shitting on Usha Vance, or Usha Vance, whatever the fuck you want to call her, I don't care. And then Laura Loomer then directly decides, I'm going to delete all my India tweets, and I am going to defend her and defend, Indians around the world. And then Laura Loomer goes to India on a trip. She speaks at a big conference. And then some bitch on the stage, some Indian lady on the stage, starts pressing her about all her old anti-Indian tweets. And it is one of the funniest things I have ever seen. Just Laura Loomer sitting there in utter shock that these people have these receipts. It's so funny. And we're going to play that later today. But those are the featured stories I want to talk about today. There's some smaller things I want to touch on before we get into all that. I saw there was another Jubilee video that got released over the weekend, and we don't have to talk about this for a while, but it was a funny one. And I'm not that entertained by Jillian Michaels, but Jillian Michaels did a video, a surrounded video. It was her surrounded by 20 fat asses. It was Jillian Michaels versus obese people. Like, I don't know what the fuck they called it, but it was people trying to defend being fat retards versus Jillian Michaels, a skinny woman. And the first thing is, like, the first prompt was, being fat is unhealthy and leads to problems within life. And they were all getting disgusted at her saying that. They're all, like, trying to debate it. None of them could actually debate it. But it's just so funny to me that these fat people live in such a delusional fantasy land that they will literally sit there and defend their unhealthiness. They're you know, pre-diabetes, like whatever the fuck you want to call it. These people are fat as fucking disgusting. Being fat is arguably one of the worst things you could be. It's sinful, it's ugly, it's disgusting, it's unhealthy. You will die from it. But for some reason, these people sat there and defended it. They defended themselves being fat. Like, it was fucking disgusting. And I just don't get how anyone could do it. I don't get how anyone could sit there as a fat person and defend it. Like, I would be so utterly ashamed if I was fat. I would be so fucking ashamed of myself. I would not stop walking on the treadmill until I could fucking run. I would not stop until I wasn't fat. I would never let it happen in the first place because I'm just a disciplined human being. But to these people who had childhoods where their parents were feeding them shit, they became fat as children, their parents never encouraged them to get out of it, and then they're fat adults, you have the ability to change that. And you just sitting there trying to defend being fat instead of actually trying to change it, you are a worthless pussy. You are nothing. You need to have some encouragement. You need to have the courage to stand up and actually do something about it and stand up for yourself. And what is standing up for yourself? It's not defending somebody who's shitting on fat people. Standing up for yourself would be actually saving your own fucking life. Get on the treadmill. Eat less, work out more. It's that easy, fat ass. It is that fucking, literally that fucking easy. And it upsets me when these fat people sit there and defend, like, oh, but all the food is poison, and I love my soda pop. It's like, okay, you fat bitch. Like, maybe if I punch you in the fucking throat, maybe then it will wake you the fuck up. Like, what do I have to do to wake these fat people up? What do we have to do? Like, do we have to, like, show them what the inside of their body actually looks like? Like, what do we have to do to get through to these fatties that they are ruining not only themselves, but their families, their future offspring, their ability to have future offspring? They are disgusting, and they're ruining America. Like, you look at pictures from the 70s, you see the beach, it's all ripjack men, it's all fucking thin, cigarette-filled women, and then you see now it's fat ass, fat ass, fat ass, fat ass, even bigger fat ass. Like, it's like, what the fuck happened to my country? What the fuck happened? And really, what did happen? Goy slop. Goy slop's not the only thing, but it's one of the main factors that are leading to people being this fat. We are served so much shit. And beyond that, like, that's one of the factors. But another factor is society in general. Society has made it so okay to be whatever you want and choose, and your feelings, they're the most important thing. Like, no, fuck that. Fuck that. You can't be whatever you want. You can't just be perfect because you're fat. You can't be a 10 and be fat. You know, I love the videos of the women who go on the whatever podcast and they're like, I'm a 10. And it's like, bitch, you weigh 1,000 pounds. Add 2 zeros on the end of that 10. On the end of that 10. You fucking fat ass. Like, these people are worthless. These people, and they could have worth. They could just lose weight. They could eat less, work out more. And they could be beautiful. They could be contributing factors in society. But instead, these people choose to just remain fat. They choose to be wastes of space and wastes of oxygen. And it's just sad to see. Like, it is so sinful to be fat. It is so disgusting and repulsive to see a fat person. It really is. You see a fat person as a, you know, skinny or average person, you're just like, ugh, how do you even get that far? It's fucking disgusting. So watching this Jubilee video, that's literally all that was running through my mind. It's like, fuck fat people. Fuck anybody who is trying to defend it. And fuck their entire mentality. Fuck the encouragement that the left has given them that it's beautiful, that they're beautiful in their body. No, you're not. You're not beautiful. You might have a beautiful soul, but sweetheart, you are fat as fuck, and you need to learn that. You need to put down the fucking Oreos and pick up the weights, bitch. It's that fucking simple. And the fact that we're not teaching this to our youth, like, I'm not saying people should start smoking cigarettes and all that again. But I think it was actually, I would make the argument that it was better for society that people were skinnier because of it. They need to come up with something like that. That's not Ozempic, that's not cigarettes, but something that's going to help these fat bitches stay skinny. No more tortas. No more tortas all of 2026. That's what we're chanting. That's what we're saying. We're done with the tortas. If you're a torta, hit the fucking gym. Go, like, we should start a foundation where we sponsor Torta's gym memberships. That would be incredible. We sponsor gym memberships for fat bitches. That would be objectively hilarious. I just thought of that on the spot. That is one of the most genius ideas I've ever had. Let's see. Someone goes, we call those wooks where I'm from. You even dress like Nazi Nick in his Epstein is a cool guy arc. I wear a fucking suit and tie. I wear this tie like 3 days out of the week. I wear this same suit pretty much every fucking show. I've worn a suit every day for over a year doing this show. You're a retard. I like your energy, man. Appreciate it. Because buying a home in a different country is lobbying. Laura Loomer blocked me on X for calling her Larry and shitposting in her replies. I still have not got blocked by Laura Loomer. Laura Loomer's a stupid bitch, though. Literally one of the worst people. Fat people are voluntarily disabled. Fat people are so disgusting. W fat people rant, yes, this is the content I want. Yeah, let's go. Fuck fat people. They fucking suck. Does anyone watch this recycled right-wing trash, or do you just do this for yourself? I'm a top 5% show in the world on Spotify, you seething bitch. A bunch of fat influencers have recently died from being so obese. It's so irresponsible to promote. Literally, I actually think we should charge these people. If you're a fat person promoting being fat is healthy, we should literally charge you. We should put you in prison or deport you. Like, I would be fine with deport. I said this before. I said if you had to task me, if there were two...
JT Strongbow just gifted 5 subscriptions on Kick.
Let's go. Let's go. 5 gifted subs from JT Strongbow. You're the fucking man. Very appreciated. Thank you so much. Let's fucking go. That's huge. It's all going right into the show, all right into the movement. Thank you so much. Truly appreciated. But to get back to what I was saying a second ago, and I said this before, but if I have 2 buttons in front of me, one is deport every illegal immigrant, and one is deport all the fatties, I'm hammering the fat button. I'm hammering that motherfucker. I'm not even thinking about it. Get the fatties out of my fucking country. They don't deserve to be here. Illegal immigrants literally deserve to be here more than the fat people. I mean, I would die on that hill. The fat people are lazy, sinful, disgusting. The fat illegal immigrants are the worst. I mean, holy shit, that's a different fucking story for another day. But they are fucking disgusting. Holy shit. Someone says, a bunch of... Oh, wait, we read that. Screens and indoor time is a problem. Yeah, I mean, it's a huge problem. Line for line, brainwashed, bro, just repeat. Dude, you're retarded. You wore the Epstein sweater just like Nazi Nick. Yeah, that's different. He wore the one that said USA. I wore the one that said Jeffrey Edwards Epstein. You know, I wore the authentic one. Not shitting on Nick. But different sweaters. So, again, you're retarded. And I bought that before he even released the USA quarter zips. I thought it was funny. It was. We're being fucking raped in our government. We can't make a joke about it. I can't make humor of a bad situation we're dealing with. I'm being raped by my government, and you're bitching at me because I want to make a joke about it? Suck my dick, bitch. Fuck you. Like, fuck these people. These people are retards. Fuck these people. All these, like Nazi Nick. Suck my dick. Suck my American dick, bitch. You are nothing. You are literally nothing. Someone goes, OMG, Zionist in the chat. Is there a Zionist? Yeah, Burn Slots. Are you a fucking Zionist pussy? He's a guy in the Twitch chat. He's in my Twitch chat. I get so shadow banned on Twitch because I'm one of the only people on Twitch who says retard and cunt and like, I say everything. I say everything. We don't hold back here. This is America Unfiltered, bitch. This isn't America Super Filtered. No. You turn in here because you want the unfiltered news. You want the shit. You want manja, let me eat. You want the shit. You want to hear some guy get up here and saying we're being raped, robbed, and looted of our sovereignty, that Israel's a terrorist state, that we are being butt-fucked by Donald Trump and Bibi Netanyahu. You don't want some guy who's going to come up here and be like, the Judeo-Christian relationship is so beautiful. No, that's Brilliant Hollyhan. That's a pussy. That's a pussy. We're not pussies on this show. We are America first. on all fronts. And I will celebrate that till the day I die. There was a few other things I wanted to talk about too. Sorry, Red Bull gives you wings. We're going. This is going to be a good show. I don't know how long it's going to be. We're at 30 minutes in somehow. Holy shit. It's going to be a good show. It's been a good show. Let me just do this real quick before we keep going, because I forgot to do it at the start. Remember to like and smash the follow button. Leave a comment. We read all the comments at the end of each show. Rate the show 5 stars on Spotify. Follow me on X, Instagram, YouTube, Kick. Whatever platform you're watching on, just find that follow button and smash that motherfucker. And join my Telegram channel. Stay updated on all things America Unfiltered. You want to stay updated on everything? You want the inside scoop on all the shit? Right here. Scan that fucking code. It's that easy. It's literally that easy. Sorry. Sometimes when I drink Red Bull, I fucking burp. It happens. Someone goes, I like to watch a unhinged, brainwashed nut job. That's why I'm here. Okay, well, welcome to the show. If you think I'm brainwashed in a nut job, you're just retarded. I might be unhinged, though. I'm not going to lie there. I'm not hinged to anything. But a few other things I want to talk about before we get into the main story about Tucker Carlson and Laura Loomer. I want to talk about something Ted Cruz said, and this is nothing new. This is something that's been said by Greenblatt and the ADL and the SPLC. This is something that's been said by the Zionist lobby for a long time. Ben Shapiro has probably fucking said it too. I bet Laura Loomer has. Mark Levin, all these Zionist retards I'm sure have said this. But Ted Cruz sits down in an interview, and this is the same guy who got bitched by Tucker, gets bitched by everybody. He literally said the sentence in the past that he doesn't stand with you as an American if you don't stand with Israel, and he's a representative in America. But he had the balls on this podcast the other day to say, if you say Christ is king, it's the same thing as saying, I hate you, Jew. Saying Christ is king, saying Jesus Christ is my king, Jesus Christ is the king, Christ is king, is now saying I hate Jews. Like, are you fucking kidding me? This is why these people will never win. This right here, that is the example right there of why they will never win. Because of that rhetoric, because of things like that. There was also this crazy bullshit ass article that Ted Cruz and like people were promoting on social media over the weekend. An absolutely ridiculous article where they walked through the problems of Catholicism, the problems of Nick Fuentes, Tucker Carlson, the problems of Bannon, the problems of all the people who are nationalists, who are America first. And the entire thing is bullshit. It's basically like saying, here's how we need to propagandize people to be evangelical instead of being Catholic. And it's like, fuck you. You guys will never fucking win. The fact that you have to lie and propagandize people to get them on your side is why you will never win. We have Christ on our side. We have Jesus Christ on our side. We will always win. We will conquer. We will be on top of the world. We will rule this country one day. America first is I can't fucking speak. Is literally inevitable. It was fucking insane that this guy had the balls to say Christ is king is an anti-Semitic trope. It's like saying I hate Jews. It's like, shut the fuck up, you stupid bitch. You are nothing. You are small. You are literally nothing. Someone goes, yeah, saw that. Ted is lost. Ted's a fucking retard. Who will never win MAGA. The people you voted for love the cell phones. Dude, fuck MAGA. Fuck Trump. Fuck the entire administration. What are you talking about? Pam Bondi's a stupid bitch. Kash Patel is a Jeet who doesn't know shit and is an absolute fucking retard and is dating an alleged Mossad honeypot. Howard Lutnick evaded work on 9/11, became a billionaire off it, lived next door to Epstein, bought the house for $10. Scammed the 9/11 victims, lied about being on the island, and lied under oath when he was testifying about it. Donald Trump went back on every promise he's ever made about America First. J.D. Vance is part of the Peter Thiel network. J.D. Vance was literally nobody 6 years ago, and now he's the vice president, and he's going to be possibly next in line for the presidency. Fuck the entire administration. They are the most Zionist administration. They are the most ridiculous administration. Everything they stand for is what I'm standing against for the most. There's a couple things I fucking like, but for the most part, these people fucking suck, and they have went back on every promise they said they would make. Oh, we're going to do mass deportations. Oh, they've gotten too unpopular. Let's pull out ICE. Oh, the people don't want us to bomb Iran. Let's bomb the shit out of them. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? Donald Trump is doing everything Bibi Netanyahu wants and nothing the American people want. So fuck that guy. Like, the cell phone, fuck that guy. It's literally the most retarded fucking thing I've ever seen. I love how like 2 people clapped after Ted said the Christ is King thing too. Yeah. Ted Cruz is such a fucking idiot. He is literally nobody. If you're a fan of Ted Cruz, I actually think less of you as a person. I look at you and I'm like, wow, this is just an unintelligent human. This is just somebody who has 0 critical thinking skills. This is somebody who has 0 fucking direction. Somebody who has no balls. If you're a man, I look at you as a sackless individual. If you're a woman, to be honest, I've said this before and I'll say it again. You can't like be mad at women for certain things because it's like, if you have my mindset, you have to understand that it's not their fault that they're that way. Women are just different than men. It's how it is. And if we treat women like they're men, you're always going to be disappointed. You have to treat a woman like you treat a very small child. Like literally, women, they piss, shit, cry, and scream. That's what they do. And you have to treat them like that. You have to treat them like a fucking toddler. Oh, are you okay? You okay? Can I do this for you? Can I help you? You can't talk to them like they're on your level. You could treat them nice. You could treat them respectfully. I'm not saying treat them like a retard, but I am saying just, you cannot like act like they're on your level, you know? And sure, there are some exceptional women. There are women who far exceed some of the capabilities of a lot of men. But at the same time, you have to think they are very different. And that is the exception to the rule, not the rule itself. There are very few, if any, female geniuses. And I always say this to a lot of people. And whenever I talk about the female geniuses and whatever, you get a lot of flack, but it's like, you just say this to somebody, say, name me 5 male geniuses, and off the bat, they do it. Off the bat, they name 5 male geniuses. Then you say, name me 5 female geniuses without naming a feminist. That's what happens right there. They just go silent. They go silent because they can't do it, because they don't exist. And it's not saying women aren't smart. It's not saying they don't have their own place in society. But it is not what a man's place in society is. And the further we get from that, the more fucked we are as a country. And the worse, like, we're honestly doing women dirty by doing this. What we should be doing for women is so different from what we do now. We should restore value back to the dollar in America over time through a lot of the things I want to do with immigration, by stopping legal immigration, stopping illegal immigration, deporting, about 20 million people or more. We could restore value back to the dollar eventually through that alone. We could do a couple other things, but that alone would help restore some value back to the dollar. And then we could set up programs that literally pay women to stay at home. We pay you not to work and not to go to college. We pay you to then be a wife. You'll get more money when you get married. You'll then get more money when you have kids. Every kid you have, you'll get more money. We could literally set up a system like that, and that's what we should be doing. And it's not saying that we have to create laws that say women can't work. No, we don't have to do that. If you want to work, so be it. But we should set up a system that encourages them not to. We should set up a system that encourages men to be the leaders and women to be women. We need men to be men and women to be women. It's not that fucking hard. Men are the leaders in society. Without men, none of this shit around you would be built. To all the women who want to say, oh, I'm equal, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, let's be honest. Did women build the roads? Did women build buildings? Did women fucking go and sign up for the military when they were 18? Did women build any of this infrastructure? Without men, society would collapse. There would be shit overflowing in the streets. You realize that? You call a plumber, it's a man. Who works in the sewers? Men. Who works on the railways? Men. Who works on planes? Men. But we're equal. No, you're not, bitch. Sorry, you're not. It's not saying you're less than me. We're both human beings and we are equal under God. But you are not the fucking same as me. And stop pretending to be. And it's fucking stupid. How did I even get to talking about women? What was I saying where I got to talking? I'm trying to think. I was just talking about like the Christ is King thing and Ted Cruz, and somehow I got to women. How did I get to... I don't even know how I got here, but the point still stands, and it's true. If women acted like women and men acted like men, we could truly fix a lot of the problems in this country. And not only that, women vote against their own interests. Women will complain and cry and be like, I can't walk around my city at night. It's not safe. Why can't I walk around New York at night in my miniskirt where my fucking entire ass and hooch is out? And then she'll go and she'll vote for a candidate who's like, let's bring in Somalians. Let me introduce you guys to a thing called Somalian rapists. Let's bring in a bunch of Ugandans, a bunch of Somalians, a bunch of third world retards from shitholes. Let's bring them into this country without trying to assimilate them at all. And let's just see how it works out. It's just crazy to me. These women will vote for that and then they'll complain and then they'll keep voting for it too. They won't learn their lesson. Women don't learn lessons from, it's so fucking insane. like the female brain is actually one of the most interesting things ever, because as a man, you think about everything through a macro lens. You know, you think about everything from a very large lens, while women think about everything through like a micro lens. It's so fucking stupid the way some of these women think. And again, it's not all women. There are some extremely exceptional women out there. But let's be honest. Let's be honest. The majority of them are not it. The majority of them are not it. They should not be voting. They should not be in government. And it is ridiculous to even argue that they should be. Let's see. Someone says, are you aware America First is trying to bring about the apocalypse? You are not on Christ's side. Shut the fuck up. This take on women is 100% true. In fact, a woman who is in a strong, safe environment are safe to revert to childlike behaviors. It's a thing that allows them to rear children. From Whippet. W woman take. Yeah, exactly. Democrats have been big favorites, 85% to win the House on Polymarket and Kalshi for months, but the odds of them winning the Senate keep increasing. They're now also favored to win the Senate. Yeah, I mean, Democrats are going to win the midterms. No shit. Like, Republicans have shat the bed. You should read the Epstein files. All this outrage you talk about was planned by Epstein and Bannon 15 years ago, and here you are saying their lines word for word. I've read a lot of the Epstein files. If you want to link a specific file, I'll read whatever you want. But I've definitely read more Epstein files than you. I literally sat here for like hours on the show and I mean hours, like half a fucking day going through all the Epstein files. I promise I've read them. I've read them. But yeah, this article, I don't know where I fell in that transition. I was talking about the article. Somehow I went off on a woman rant, but whatever. They do that. Women get the best. Sometimes you start talking about them and you're like, you got to hammer all these fucking points. We got to do it. We got to do it. You know, 1-800, get your bitch in line. Call today, toll free. We'll get it done. But I want to talk about this article really quick, and then we'll go into the rest of the show. But, so there was this long article written. Ted Cruz is promoting it. Laura Loomer, the entire Zionist lobby is promoting it. And the entire thing is just saying, like, evangelical, correct. Catholicism, not correct. We need to get people back to evangelical. We need to get them on board, or else we will lose what is the Republican Party, because the Republican Party is built on Judeo-Christian values. Judeo-Christian's an oxymoron. One religion rejects Christ, one thinks Christ is king, but apparently that's anti-Semitic. But one rejects Christ, one accepts Christ and calls him the king. And somehow they want to say these religions mix. It's like, no. And I'm not pro-Muslim either. I shit on Muslims all the fucking time. But I'll say at the very least, at least they say he's a prophet. They don't just fucking disregard him as a lunatic who tried to revolt against the Romans, as Ben Shapiro said. Ben Shapiro on Joe Rogan said, when asked about Jesus, he says, yeah, he was just a Jew who tried to lead a revolt against the Romans. That's how we view him. Okay, well, that's my fucking God you're talking about. And I take personal offense to that. It is actually disgusting the way these people talk about us. It is disgusting. And here's the thing. They want to act like Muslims are their biggest enemy. The Zionists, the Jewish shills, whoever, they want to act like Muslims are their biggest enemy. But in their secret conversations, and there have been many leaks of this, that's how we know this, I'm not just speculating, there have been many hot mic situations where they've been caught saying it, but they view Catholics and Catholicism as their true enemy. They truly view it as their true enemy. Catholics are spit on in the Holy Land. We're treated like shit in the Holy Land. It is one of the most disrespectful and fucked up things. That's why I say all the time, I'm just waiting for the fucking Pope to call on the next crusade. Like, it would be beautiful if the Pope was like, hey guys, hey, all young willing men, send the army. Like, okay, let's go, boys. The boys are taking a trip to Tel Aviv. Like, that would be cool. I'm not gonna lie, that would be fun. I would be there for that. I'm here for it. That would be awesome. Just say the word, Pope, and I'm there. And imagine if it was the first Chicago American Pope who's like, send the YNs. Send the Chicago YNs. We're taking the Holy Land back. It's like, holy shit, base. Put them to good use. Put the YNs to good use. Send them to the Holy Land to take it back. Like, that would be incredible. It's like, any YN who wants to get their prison sentence shortened, head to the Holy Land. Like, that would just be great. That would be incredible. Okay, but let's move on. Let's move on a little bit. There's a couple things I want to show you guys, a couple videos I want to show you guys, and like I said, we're going to end the show talking about the Tucker Carlson video. We're going to show the video, and then I want to show a video of Laura Loomer in India. And like I said, it's one of the funniest things ever. Laura Loomer is just getting shit on by Indians. I mean, they are it's basically like she's at the shit throwing festival. Like, they are just piling shit onto this bitch. And it is so funny. She's just sitting there taking it. It is so fucking funny. It is honestly one of the funnier videos I've seen. But I want to get this other video pulled up first. Actually, let's talk about this first, and then we'll go into a different video. But I want to talk about this for a second. This was a headline that popped up over the weekend. Trump is now saying that they're going to bring in more migrants, more visa holders, and they're going to deport less illegal immigrants so they can support the farmers. So instead of supporting Americans, instead of saying to the farmers, hey, let's pay American wages, instead of supporting and hiring Americans, bringing value to the dollar, what do? They devalue the dollar more. They hire more illegal immigrants and more just slaves in general, people who will accept a lot less because they're an immigrant and they don't have much of a choice. So Donald Trump, the I'm going to deport everybody president, Donald Trump, the guy who's like, we're going to build a fucking wall, the guy who mass deportations. Okay, now you're bringing in more. Donald Trump has brought in more legal immigrants than he's deported illegal immigrants. Mass deportations is a sham. It's a scam. It's nothing. It's not even real. They want to tell you that millions have been deported. It's been under 500,000. It is nothing. You can't even notice the fucking difference. It's actually fucked up. If they were to deport all the illegal immigrants in this country, you would notice it immediately. But nobody notices anything now, because why? Because they brought in more legal immigrants than they've deported illegal immigrants. We don't need more legal immigrants. Stop legal immigration today. Stop it. We need a complete moratorium. We do not need more. This country is full, and I'm fucking sick of more people coming into my fucking country when jobs are already paying shit. Rent is already through the fucking roof. It's impossible to buy a fucking house, and the dollar is not worth dick anymore. So I'm done with the fucking immigrants. Whether they're illegal or legal, I don't give a fuck. I truly don't. Get them the fuck out of my country. Stop bringing them into my fucking country. I'm just so fucking sick of it. And the fact that people are still like, yeah, we're a melting pot, like Brill and Hollyhand, go fuck yourself, you spineless pussy. You are nothing. You are nobody. If you were on fire, those legal immigrants wouldn't piss on you. Fuck you. You are nothing. Every speech you give, every video you make is written by ChatGPT. Try doing this. Try sitting in front of a camera for an hour with no fucking script, staring right down the barrel of it and fucking just talking. Try being a man. Try growing some fucking balls, you little fucking country blumpkin. What did Nick call him? I think it was a country blumpkin. It was hilarious when he did. But it's like, this guy is just a spineless pussy. Oh, we're a melting pot. Fuck a melting pot. This is America, bitch. It's a majority white country, and it needs to stay that fucking way. We don't need a white-only country, but majority white is how it needs to stay. And when you change the fucking demographics of a country, what do? You change the entire country. When you replace the people of a country with another people, you change the country itself, and that's what's happening. So Joel Webbin put out this post just the other day, and I agree with it so much, and it was, I don't see myself as a conservative, because a conservative means you want to conserve what's here. I don't want to conserve what's here. He's like, I want to restore what America was, and that's where I'm at. I want to restore what America was, not conserve what we have now. Because what we have now is bullshit. We're raped, robbed, and looted of our sovereignty. We're raped, robbed, and looted of the ability to actually purchase a home. Everything's fucking expensive. 15-year car loans, 50-year mortgages. We're going to war with Iran for Israel. We're getting nothing in our favor. So no, I don't want to conserve this. Sorry about that. I want to restore what the fuck we had. I want to get rid of legal immigration. I want to stop all illegal immigration as well. I want America to be America. It's fucking so upsetting that it is so hard to get that message to people. And why is it hard to get that message to people? Because of who runs the media, who runs the algorithms. The people we're fighting against are the ones who own the media companies. They're the ones who run the algorithms and created them in the first place. You think they promote our shit? You think they're just like, oh yeah, we're gonna put this America First stuff on blast? No, they try and hide it. They shadow ban us. Nick Fuentes is not even allowed a fucking check mark on X. A check mark just means you're a real person, and he's not even granted the ability to purchase it. It's not like they're giving him to you. You have to purchase it. And they won't even let him. They treat him like the redheaded stepchild. It is fucking bullshit. So again, I'm sick and tired of these fucking people. I'm sick and tired of legal and illegal immigrants. I'm sick and tired of the people pushing for them to come in, which is mainly women, and specifically it's white women, which really upsets me. But it all ties into the thing I had earlier with that rant where it's like, okay, we don't need women in politics. We don't need them to. If we didn't have women voting and women in politics, guess what? We wouldn't have this fucking country filled with minorities. This country would not be filled with immigrants. It wouldn't. It just wouldn't. Because the men in this country want to preserve this country. And that was a Republican and Democrat policy for so fucking long until woke became a thing. Like every single politician supported deportations until Trump came down that escalator. And then they were like, deportations? We would never. As Obama's deporting 6 million and Bill Clinton deported 11. Like, what the fuck? Like, can we just have America first? Is it that fucking hard to put America first as Americans, as representatives of the American government? How fucking hard is it for them? It's so fucking sick. Someone said I'm too short. Yeah, you might be right about that. I am short. You might be right about that. Too short, I don't know about, but short, fuck yeah, I'm short. Let's see, I'm getting something else pulled up because I wanted to also talk about, like I said, just a couple other things. There was a post Donald Trump put on Truth Social today about Mark Levin. Mark Levin is, we've talked about him a lot on the show. He won top 10 when we did our 25 biggest retards of 2025 award ceremony. That was a great show, fun award ceremony. I hope you guys tuned in. If you didn't, go back and watch that. But we did a top 25 retards of the year. Mark Levin was top 10. I mean, this guy's a top, I think he actually might have been top 3. Mark Levin's a top tier retard. He looks like my left testicle if my left testicle was really shriveled and old. The guy is a disgusting dirtbag. He's the same guy who little brother Trump put his arm around him and goes, my favorite Jewish president. Fuck you, you fucking disgust me. This is the guy who tweets out every day, hey, I'm going to be on Life, Liberty, and Levin at 8 p.m. Make sure to set your DVRs. DVR? What is this, 1972? DVR? I haven't fucking DVR'd something since I was a kid. Who are you talking to? Who's on X reading, oh, I got a DVR Mark Levin today? What retard is doing that? What retard is DVRing Mark Levin? If you have Mark Levin in your DVR and your recordings on your TV, you are a retard. You are not going to make it. Like, I'm actually just laughing at the idea of it. Like, who's like, oh, I'm going to be going to bed at 7:30. Let me set my DVR for Mark Levin. It's like, someone needs to smack you. Someone needs to fucking smack the shit out of you. You need to be hit in the face with a fucking book. Like, what the fuck? Who is DVRing Mark Levin? Who is DVRing in general? Who still records shit? We have YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, HBO. You have every streaming service at your disposal, and you're like, I'm gonna DVR this. You fucking loser. Like, that's problem number one. Problem number two is this guy is a retard. This guy will complain about like rhetoric and the way people talk about other people. He's like, oh, but we have to protect these people, blah, blah, blah. And then he'll call everybody a fucking Nazi. He's like, this person's a Nazi. This person's Hitler 2.0. And he's like saying it about normal people. Like, he's calling Tucker Carlson Hitler 2.0. It's like, no, Tucker Carlson is just a guy. And I'm not even like, I like Tucker, but let's be honest, there is a little something off about him. Something slight, like, we can't put our finger on it, but we know something's off about him. But this guy will call everybody a Nazi, everybody Hitler. This guy's just a fucking freak. But then Donald Trump goes on Truth Social today, and he writes this. He writes, Mark Levin, a truly great American patriot, is somewhat under siege by other people with far less intellect, capability, and love for our country. Mark is tough, strong, and brilliant, hence the nickname The Great One, conceived by our MAGA friend, the wonderful Sean Hannity. And like, he goes on for an entire, I'm not going to read the entire thing, but he goes on for an entire paragraph just sucking the balls of Mark Levin. He sucks Mark Levin dry in this fucking thing. He's literally doing tricks on it. Literally doing tricks all over Mark Levin in this fucking post. And it's like, Mark Levin is arguably one of the dumbest people in media. He is one of the worst people in media. He makes no good points. Every point that he makes is that we need to support Israel. There's no other point he makes. And it's just because Israel and the Judeo-Christian relationship. That's his whole fucking argument. This guy is a fucking idiot. He's so lost. And Trump is like, we're going to celebrate this guy. It's like, okay, Trump, let me explain to you why you're losing support. You started losing support a long time ago from Groypers. Then there was another wave of it when you attacked Iran. You lost a fuck ton of support last June. And then after that, the people who remained on your side, which wasn't a lot, they watched you bury the Epstein files and then literally tweet out, if you're still talking about Epstein, I don't want you as a supporter. So you lost a ton of supporters then. And then you continued that burial of the Epstein files. We still haven't gotten 3 million of the files. And then for years, you shit on the Iraq war. You shit on the neocon lobby. You even shit on the people who were taking money from the Adelsons like you did, you fucking coward. You took $250 million from them. But you're shitting on these people about them being war hungry and like, oh, Obama's gonna bomb Iran because his poll numbers are shit. And what do? You bombed Iran another time. Now we have over 13 Americans dead. I estimate it to be over 100 Americans dead, hundreds injured. It is fucking disgusting that we're even involved in this war for Israel in the first place. Nobody has been able to spell out an argument on why it's in America's favor that we're doing this. And the only thing I keep hearing repeatedly is, we've been in this war for 47 years. Fuck you if you're repeating that. Fuck you. Because by that same logic, we've been at war with Israel since the USS Liberty. Fuck that. We've been at war with them for 47 years and I'm just hearing about it in the big 2026. Suck my dick. We set their nuclear program back 10 years in June, but we have to destroy it again in February. Suck my fucking dick. They want to think you're retarded. They think I'm retarded. They think we're all fucking retards. And guess what? They're right about a lot of it. They're not right about me. They're not right about a lot of my viewers, but they're right about the average American being retards because they fucking are. Your average American listens to that. They see in June them say, we set their nuclear program back 10 years. And if you aren't buying it, then you're just a Democrat prop. And then less than 10 months later, they're bombing them again. And they're like, we have to do it. They're a nuclear threat. And it's like, okay, how are you stupid enough to buy that shit? And then you have your average American, like, true story. I'm in an Uber the other day. I'm literally Ubering back from the airport when I flew back from LA. And my Uber driver is trying to convince me that the old Ayatollah in Iran, who's dead now, was the Antichrist. And that what Trump is doing is killing the Antichrist. It's like, how brainwashed are these people? And that's not me making, like, that's a legit story. My Uber driver, I texted all my friends about it the second it happened. My Uber driver legitimately tried to convince me that the Ayatollah is the Antichrist. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding? Like, this is the level of retardation in our country. It's like, bitch, that's why you drive Uber. Let's be honest. That is why you drive Uber. That is why you make less than minimum wage. Like, these people are actually fucking retarded. And I'm not trying to just shit on all Uber drivers. But my point is, this woman's a retard. This woman was a fucking retard. The Ayatollah is the Antichrist. It's like, okay, bitch. Okay, yeah. Yeah, he was. Like, it's fucking insane. You cannot reason with these people. You really cannot reason with these people. It was fucking ridiculous. It was actually like, I'm sitting in the back of it and I'm just like, holy shit. This is the state of our country. If you want to know the state of our country, call an Uber and talk to your Uber driver about politics. See what their policies are. See what they believe in. And you'll see what the average American thinks. The average American is a fucking retard. Like, there's no saving most of them. Like, seriously, I'm surprised most of them haven't just died. I'm surprised most of them have survived this long in their life and have not just died not figuring out how to fucking live. Like, these people are actually fucking stupid. Some of the dumbest people I've ever seen. And like, Mark Levin is the person they are listening to. Mark Levin, Sean Hannity, Laura Ingraham, like, these are the people they're listening to. This is where they're getting all this information. Mark Levin is nothing. He literally looks like if your ball had testicular cancer and it was a face. He is so fucking repulsive and ugly and stupid. And the fact that the president's like, yeah, praise Mark Levin. It's like, okay, like, what the fuck? Like, seriously? Like, this is where we're at now. This is where we're at in Trump's arc. This is where we're at, like, on the downfall. Bomb Iran, bury the Epstein files, bomb Iran again. Praise Mark Levin. Are we almost at the bottom? It feels like it. It feels like we're getting near to the bottom of the arc here, because it's only getting more and more embarrassing. The humiliation ritual is not letting up. And then there was a couple other things I wanted to talk about. Let's see. Let me see if I can get it pulled up here. Where was it? It was a video I saw with, who was it? To be honest, I don't even know who fucking said it. Was it Jonathan Greenblatt? It could have been Jonathan Greenblatt. I don't fucking know. Not exactly sure. But what the video is of two Jews talking at a Jewish conference, and they're talking about the Palestine-Israel conflict, the Gaza-Israel conflict. And you guys know my perspective on it. I view it as a genocide. I think what happened there was disgusting, but I find it more disgusting that we were funding it. Our tax dollars were funding that genocide, funding the weapons and the military support for Israel. And not only that, it wasn't just a genocide. There was also disgusting rape of prisoners. Children and women were being executed at astonishing rates. And we were funding the entire thing. Absolutely disgusting. And then this video pops up months later. And I want to show you guys this video because this is fucking very telling. It's extremely telling. And when you listen to this video, I want you guys to think about one very specific thing. I want you guys to think about the fact that our textbooks were written basically by people employed by Robert Maxwell. Robert Maxwell was a Mossad agent. Robert Maxwell was the father of Ghislaine Maxwell. Ghislaine Maxwell was Jeffrey Epstein's girlfriend, who were also both Mossad agents. And they got to decide how history was written. And I want to show you guys them discussing how history should be written about this. And I want you guys to think about them writing the history books and World War II and all of that when you listen to this video right here. It's a short video. We're going to watch it. Here you go.
The next generation of young people won't remember October 7th in the same way. That's true in Israel and in America and broadly in the world. And we need to make sure two things. One, it's not that we don't forget. We need to make sure that the story is told properly so that when the history books write this, they don't write about the victims of Gaza, right? They can't, the history, and it's, I should be a little more.
When the history books write this, we need to make sure they don't talk about what actually happened. We need to make sure that they tell our story only.
Precise. There were victims in Gaza, right? It's true. There are civilian casualties in every war that's ever been fought. But the victims were the people of the nation state of Israel.
Yeah, there was no victims in Gaza. No victims in Gaza. No women and children got brutalized or got murdered. No prisoners got raped. True.
Though that the aggressor was the Iranian regime in the proxy of Hamas, and we need to make sure that the history books reflect that, and that requires each of us every day to talk about it in real time with our children, with our grandchildren, about it in a way that is serious and thoughtful and complete and moral.
It's so fucking crazy. Sometimes they take the mask off and they show you who the fuck they really are. Sometimes it happens. They don't always do it. Sometimes they're very strategic and they don't take that mask off. They let it slip here. And they basically said, we need to write history in a way that's favorable to us. And somehow there's not national outrage over this. Somehow this isn't even being talked about. It's fucking disgusting. It's actually so fucking disgusting. Because I promise you, if the other way around this was being said, if there was a Palestinian saying, we need to make sure they talk about the brutal tragedies that Israel inflicted upon us, this would be talked about by every single major media network, the liberal and the conservative ones. This would be talked about by every Zionist in existence. But no. They want to keep it on the low. They don't want everybody seeing this video. That's why you're hearing about it here. That's why you're not seeing it on Fox, on MSNBC, on CNN. That's why you're not seeing it on Laura Loomer's page. It's just fucking disgusting. These people are not honest. They refuse to be honest because they want to benefit themselves. They're in this for themselves. They want to improve how people see Israel. And if people see Israel as these victims, then we have to look on them favorably. But if we don't see them as victims and we see them for what they really are, you stop that. You drop the whole, oh, they're a victim. No, they're not. They have actually got us involved in every single fucking war that we've been in. And we don't need that. We do not need that. It does not help us to have tens of thousands of Americans die for Israel. It does not help us to spend trillions on our military for them. Iraq wasn't good for us. Iran, it's not good for us. We do not need this. We didn't need to destabilize the entire fucking region and create enemies out of every fucking Muslim in existence. Because you want to know why they hate us? Like, people actually, and who was it? Dave Smith tweeted about this today. It's like, politicians will literally be like, oh, why do Muslims hate us? It's like, oh, I don't know. Maybe you killed all their fucking children. Maybe you went and killed their husbands or their wives or their children. I don't know. That would, like, if someone killed my wife, I would probably hate them. I would probably be very upset, you know, might radicalize me. So why are they shocked that after years, decades of us destabilizing this region that they fucking despise us? Oh, no shit, really? Really, huh? That's shocking to me. That's shocking to me that we killed this Muslim guy's kids and now he wants to bomb the United States. That's I never would have thought that. Like, what retards are sitting in the Pentagon or sitting in the White House right now thinking? Like, nobody's thinking. There's zero lights on in those fucking brains in those buildings. It's fucking so insane that this is what we're dealing with, that the level of stupidity has reached this high. Okay, let's move on though. I do want to get to the main thing of the evening, the main couple events of the evening. I do want to talk about this Laura Loomer video, or this Tucker Carlson video first, and then we'll talk about the Laura Loomer video after. And we're going to watch the Tucker Carlson video. I'm just getting it pulled up here for you guys. And this is where Tucker talks about the CIA spying on his text messages. Apparently he was texting somebody in Iran. It doesn't look like he was doing anything illegal. But Laura Loomer has now, like, let's see if I can get this pulled up. Let me show you guys Laura Loomer's response from this in the last few days. It's really like Schizo Bitch 101. It's so insane. Laura Loomer needs to be 5150'd again. She is actually fucking crazy. That's why I made the thumbnail what it is today. The thumbnail is literally just Laura Loomer in a fucking straitjacket because she needs to be put in one. Like, tweets about Tucker Carlson. You scroll down... Tweets about Tucker, tweets about Tucker, tweets about Tucker, tweets about Tucker, tweets about Tucker. And this doesn't even include the replies. Like, the replies are literally all about fucking Tucker. Laura Loomer is seething right now saying, Tucker violated FARA, Tucker needs to be in prison, Tucker needs to be in prison. I've already contacted Trump saying Tucker needs to be in prison. It's like, okay, you stupid bitch. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Go eat some dog food, and then let's get you in your straitjacket, sweetheart. Let's get you back in your padded cell, and we'll let you ride this thing out. We'll let you calm it down. That's what needs to happen. But let's watch this quick Tucker video where he talks about the potential for him to be arrested. Someone goes, bro, all of history is fake. At the very least, we have to question it. You know, if you're a noticer, if you're somebody who has realized, okay, there are some weird things that we found out were just complete lies about our history. There are things that it seems like it was extremely skewed to favor certain groups or individuals. There are things that we found to just be blatant lies. So if you are not questioning everything you learned, then you are not doing this right. It is the most American thing you can do to criticize your politicians, question the history you learned, and question your government and criticize your government. Those are 3 American principles you need to die behind. And if you're not doing those, you are doing America wrong. You are doing this all wrong. Question your politicians. Question what you've learned. Question your government itself. Question these people. Question everything. And if you're not doing that, you're either too fucking stupid or you're just, like, I don't even know. Or maybe you're just trying to hide it from yourself. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. But if you're not questioning whether the history you were taught is fake, you are just a sad little pussy. Let's watch this video, though. I'm going to get it pulled up right here. This is the video from Tucker Carlson. It's 5 minutes. We got it on 1.25x speed, though.
So the other day, I found out that the CIA is preparing some kind of criminal referral against me, a crime report, to the Department of Justice on the basis of a supposed crime I committed. What's that crime? Well, talking to people in Iran before the war. They read my texts. So the crime under consideration apparently would be the Foreign Agent Act or something like that, acting as an agent of a foreign power. And I don't expect this to go anywhere. I'm not too worried about an actual criminal case against me for a bunch of reasons. One, I'm not an agent of a foreign power. Unlike a lot of people commenting on U.S. politics and global affairs, I have only one loyalty, and that's the United States, and have never acted against it. Its interests are the only interests I care about because I'm from here and I have a lot of kids. So that's not a concern. I've also never taken money from anybody. Don't need it, don't want it, and that's provable. And moreover, it's my job to talk to everybody all the time and try and figure out what's happening around the world. That's literally what I do for a living. And I'm not gonna—
It's actually one of the things that makes Tucker very interesting because, like, you don't have anybody interviewing Putin. You don't have anybody interviewing some of these really high-profile people. You don't have anybody pressing Mike Huckabee, but Tucker's doing it. So put all my criticisms of Tucker to the side. This guy at least has the balls to do what other people won't. And the fact that they are calling for him to be arrested is extremely telling. They view him as a huge threat.
But I stopped doing that, nor should I don't think. I'm also an American. I can talk to anybody. I have no secrets to divulge.
Amen, bitch.
So legally, I think the case is ludicrous, and I doubt it will even become a case. I'm bringing this up for a couple of reasons, though. and they're pretty obvious. One is that countries tend to become more authoritarian in wartime. It's just the nature of war. People are dying. The stakes are high. People's emotions have risen to a very high point, to a crescendo. And so there's much less tolerance for any kind of dissent in the homeland. The irony, of course, is the United States fights wars on behalf of freedom, but there's always less of it here in our country during war. So that's a widely recognized phenomenon, and it's likely to happen now too. Another point to make that is worth knowing is that the USIC, the intelligence agency, spy on Americans. Now, you probably knew that, and it's been revealed a lot, including by Julian Assange and Ed Snowden, both of whom are threatened with death for revealing it, but everyone knows. But it's probably a little more widespread than most people understand, and it's outrageous. There's no justification for your government, which you own, you're a shareholder in it, you pay for it, to be violating your privacy like this. But it happens all the time. And in fact, one of the reasons that CIA or people within CIA, just to be clear, it's a huge, sprawling, disconnected agency. What it does in a specific case doesn't represent what everybody in the building thinks, but there are some people who are mad at me for my views about Israel, and they have some latitude. And one of the reasons they pass on criminal complaints, in effect, to law enforcement is to justify warrants for spying on Americans. So that is an absolutely real thing. But the main reason they do it is to leak the existence of the investigation, such as it is, to the media, and then humiliate and terrify the subjects of this op. And that's, of course, happened to me repeatedly, many times, including in famously 2021 when I was still at Fox News and trying to set up an interview with Vladimir Putin. And the NSA, I heard from someone there, had grabbed my text messages with an American citizen and had leaked them to news outlets. Those texts were basically my attempts to set up an interview with the foreign head of state, and they leaked them to the New York Times in order to stop the interview, which they successfully did, by the way. And they admitted that they were spying on me. This is not a fantasy. It actually happened. They did it again 2 years later. My second attempt to get a Putin interview, I managed to get it anyway, and they've done it since. And so when you get a call from a reporter who knows the contents of your texts, it's pretty clear something's going on. None of this, in my judgment, as of right now, is a huge threat to me. So I'm not making this video to complain about it or whine or ask you to send me money because I'm under attack. I'm saying it because it's true, and you should know what your own government is doing, and you should know what the stakes are. And you should know that a lot of what happens in this country that affects outcomes happens behind the scenes. Some of it is legal, some of it is not, including what I'm describing now. But it has an effect. And the intel agencies, again, not everyone in the intel agencies, because there are decent, hardworking Americans who work in the intel agencies are Americans, just like there are decent, hardworking Americans who work at the DMV. But there are also people with agendas and grudges and no sense of restraint who are happy to misuse the power they have, granted them by our elaborate secrecy laws, to hurt fellow Americans for ideological reasons. That is entirely real. That's a story of Russiagate. And it's likely that things like that will begin to happen at greater scale now. So you should just know that going forward. Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the video was interesting. I think it's crazy that they're... And I don't know why I'm shocked by it. I mean, I knew in the past they were spying on Tucker Carlson's text. I knew they see him as a threat, so I don't know why I'm so shocked by it. But the fact that the government is still utilizing things within the Patriot Act to do things like this is absolutely fucking disgusting. The fact that the Patriot Act is still not talked about every single day is disgusting. We have had our rights completely violated, and they were violated because of something that was manufactured by our own country, or at least allowed to happen by our own country. We can make strong arguments that our country did 9/11 and Israel was part of it. We can make strong arguments that our country and Israel allowed it to happen because it was better for both of them. We can make a lot of different arguments, but what we do know for sure is one of those two things happened, and the result of it was they were allowed to spy on any American for anything. Snowden literally outed this. Snowden had to flee to Russia to not get fucking killed. There have been many people who've talked about this at length, and Tucker Carlson's now speaking about how it's happened to him multiple times, and who's using it to their advantage? All these Zionists right now are saying, Laura Loomer specifically is having a bitch fit about it, saying that Tucker Carlson needs to be put in jail for FARA violations, and Tucker Carlson is a Iranian agent working within the United States. Like, do you know how fucking disingenuous it is to say something like that? Like, I don't even go as far as to say as like Laura Loomer's an Israeli agent. I think the only person in the media that I have accused of being an Israeli agent is Barry Weiss. That is the only one I've ever accused of it. Besides Kash Patel's very alleged honeypot Mossad girlfriend. We don't know that. That's why I say alleged, because she's suing people for millions of dollars for saying that statement. Fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's actually insane. It's a violation of free speech, basically. But we have these people within our country who are working against the interests of everyday Americans, who are working to punish Americans for their free speech, who are working to punish Americans for going against Zionism. And Tucker did an excellent interview today with Glenn Greenwald, where they talked about what's the future of America going to look like when it comes to talking about Israel or even Judaism or anything in a slightly negative manner. They talked about the possibility of more anti-Semitism laws, more laws that would limit our ability to speak freely. And I urge everybody, go watch the Tucker Glenn Greenwald interview that was done today. It's on YouTube or X. It was great. And it really does open your eyes a bit to what the future might look like surrounding this issue. And it's crazy because you have somebody who's, Tucker's on the right. You got Glenn Greenwald, who is left-leaning on, a lot of things for sure. And I just think it's incredible. I thought it was an incredible interview, and I think everybody should check it out. But the fact that every one of these Zionists is now calling for Tucker Carlson, it should show you who's behind it. Like, this is the Zionist lobby who was pushing for them to read Tucker's messages in the first place. It's the Zionist lobby calling for him to be put in jail. It is the Zionist lobby lying all over social media now, saying that this guy's a traitor, this guy's an agent for Iran. Like, that's something that if I was tweeting out about Laura Loomer, she would sue me. If I was tweeting that out about Mark Levin, he would sue me. I'll call him an old testicle, but I won't say he's a spy for Israel. Maybe he is, but I'm not saying that because I have no proof of that. But they're just out there saying he is a spy for Iran. He is a spy for Qatar. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, this is insane. You are slandering this man for nothing. And I want to show this one other video, and this will be the last video we show of the day, and we'll move into our comments a little bit after. But I want to show another video of Laura Loomer. Because like I said at the start of the show, Laura Loomer has never hid her hatred of India on X. Laura Loomer is somebody who tweeted out a long laundry list of things about India that weren't favorable, that weren't good. And then Laura Loomer goes to India, and it's so funny. Because, like, I talked about this on Thursday, and I was like, dude, it would be funny if they were just shitting on her the whole time because of these things. She goes up there, she deletes all her anti-India tweets, because she's been defending India recently because she wants to defend Usha Vance because she goes against the Groypers. So she's trying to take a position against the Groypers, defend India. She knows Israel wants to have a better relationship with India, so she goes to India. And it's so funny. She just gets a brutal reminder of all the fucked up funny things she said about him. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I agree with her posts about India. India is a shithole. Like, it is just a smelly, shitty country. And she should have just doubled down on it. This is why Laura Loomer is one of the stupidest bitches in politics. But let's watch this video. And it's so funny because you see a video of Laura Loomer, and the whole time you're just like, is this AI edited or is this real? And you don't say it because of the words. You say it because of her face. Like, her face looks so fucked up and filled with plastic, and, like, she looks like a Down syndrome person from Whoville. That, like, you're like, is this edited or is this what she actually looks like? No, that's what she truly looks like, a fucking rat. She truly looks like a Whoville with Down syndrome. Like, she is so fucking weird looking. But here's the video of Laura Loomer getting roasted, getting shit on in India.
Rapid decrease in some of those harsh comments online.
Laura, can we address the elephant in the room? First up, would you want some water or are you carrying your own?
Oh, I think I'm fine. Yeah.
You're good? Okay,
yeah.
Great. So, there have been certain tweets, Laura, because you're in India right now. And you know what you've done, and let me say this, it's a feat. Because by the virtue of those tweets, you've done the impossible. You've got the left in India and the right in India come together and being uncomfortable with those tweets. So in that way, there's a lot to thank you because that rarely ever happens in India.
Wow.
But they've come together in the criticism, Laura, of some of your tweets earlier. You've deleted most of them.
India doesn't agree on shit, but what do they agree about? They hate Laura Loomer. It's so funny.
What you perceive is your image of India and Indians. Do you regret it? Because you deleted them.
I don't even know if this is the right video, because the right video, they're like reading the tweets back to her. If this isn't the right video, I'll get the right one pulled up after, but this one is probably good anyway.
Well, Twitter deleted some of them. I had no choice but to delete some of them because Twitter actually locked my account, believe it or not. In the aftermath of that, they actually, restricted my account in December. This is what I'll say. I'm not going to apologize for my comments about the H-1B visa program because my job is to speak for Americans and to stand up for American interests. And our immigration laws have been exploited and abused, and our labor laws have also been exploited and abused. And I'm going to continue being an advocate and a fighter for American workers who are struggling to find employment because they're told they're not the best and the brightest in a field, right, in Silicon Valley and tech that is dominated by over 70% imported foreign labor, mostly from China and India. What I will say is that I shouldn't have said some of the things that I said in the other tweets, not about H-1B, and I apologize if my remarks offended people. And I'm here in India this week, and I'm spending several days in India where I'm going to be, traveling the country. I'm very excited to be here. Everybody's been, very friendly. I'm very happy to be able to experience India myself. But I will say I don't have hatred in my heart for India or Hindu people. I'm an advocate for Hindus. I speak out against the brutality of Islam that has persecuted millions of Hindus around the world. And I don't come from a place of hatred. My comments come from a place of love for my people and my country.
Where do you see India-US relations go from this place? And personally, I believe you have some good news to share even on the personal front.
I can't take the accent seriously. Thank you, come again. Welcome to my convenience store. It's like, I just can't take it seriously. The second he starts talking, I'm like, are we in a fucking 7-Eleven? Like, what is this?
I believe you plan to travel to different parts of the country now?
Yeah,
The funny thing is, she's thinking the same thing as I am. Like, me and Laura Loomer probably agree on this, that, like, India is a shithole, but she has to sit through this and try and defend some of her old statements, or she has to, like, apologize for her old statements and defend why India's good now. And it's just so funny. This is the punishment she deserves, truly. Having to defend India is the punishment you deserve.
actually brought my fiance with me. I just recently got engaged, so I'm getting married. And
whoever got engaged to that fucking disgusting, retarded looking Whoville who, I feel bad for you. I really feel bad for you. Holy shit, that's disgusting.
I thought, wow, it would be really great to do my engagement photos at the Taj Mahal. So I'm going to do some photos at the Taj Mahal for my engagement. It'll be exciting.
Well, congratulations, Laura, on that, on your engagement.
Thank you.
And because I am a journalist, so allow me to paraphrase. So you correctly, with what you said, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you are, where your stand on H-1B visas are, and you don't apologize, you're right, but for certain tweets which hurt the sentiment of the Indian community, you wish you hadn't said those.
Yes, I don't apologize for my tweets about H-1B, because I do believe that it was very disrespectful the way that these big tech social media executives, who have predominantly always been Democrat, then they wrote these big checks to President Trump and his administration, thinking that they were going to be able to buy influence and come into the Republican Party and the MAGA movement, and that we were going to forget their support for open borders policies and their support for importing labor and their disrespect of the MAGA conservative base. I'm not apologizing for that, but the other comments, yes. I should not have said them, and I hope that people will be able to judge me by
once you apologize,
the advocate that I've always shown myself to be for
they
Hindu
will,
people.
because India is a really warm country.
Yes.
And they're going to
It's
embrace
a really
you.
warm country. That's why it smells like shit.
You're going to Taj Mahal. You're going to have a fabulous time. They're going to love you and your fiancé. Because
Do you think she ate any Indian street food while she was there?
that's what we do. We have a lot of love.
Yes,
to
and
forgive as well.
I've seen that. I've felt a lot of love here in India, and I look forward. I hope to be able to come back to India in the future as well for future conferences and to be a part of this expanding alliance between the United States and India and Israel, which my speech is about. So
Absolutely.
Let me get this other shorter clip pulled up, which is one of the ones that she's getting shit on a little bit. This one right here. What the fuck?
And I'm sorry to say that she's racist and Islamophobic. And I'm sorry to say that we have Atiti Devo Bhava in this country where we welcome all, but your comments smack of anti-Indianism, worse still, Islamophobia, and even worse, racism, which has no place, ma'am, in today's world. So get real, ma'am. Sorry to say that, but that comments are unacceptable to me as an Indian and as a world citizen. The White House will smell like curry, and speech speeches will be facilitated via a call center. You then went
That's actually a hilarious tweet by Lord Loomer. The White House will smell like curry, and they will do the calls from a call center. Like, that's funny. I can't even lie. That is funny. I like that's sad she even deleted that or had to walk that one back.
went on to say our country was built by white Europeans, not third world invaders from India. I think you should do more than just express regret. Be racist and Islam.
It is just so funny. And I had some more saved up. Let me see if I can find them. I mean, like, I have so much stuff bookmarked that sometimes it's hard to sort through all this shit and find the videos. This video was heartbreaking. Holy shit. I don't know if anyone saw this. The video of this soldier who was killed, being a dad and a husband. This video is literally heartbreaking. They've raised over $1 million on GoFundMe, though, which is awesome. Really, but this video was truly fucking heartbreaking. Let me see if I can find the... Yeah, I think that's the one we just watched. Where was the video of... I don't know where the fuck it was. Oh, did anyone see that too? Gypsy Crusader beating Super Hot Fire? Maybe we could talk about that to end the show before we sign off. But realistically, I can't find the other video, but there's another video where she's getting called out pretty hard. I had it somewhere. Maybe the person I saved it from deleted it. Not sure. But it was so fucking funny because it's like, imagine having to apologize for shitting on India. Like, imagine having to do that. It's just so fucking funny. And the reason she's doing it is to stand against groypers, basically. Like, when you break it down on why is she doing this, it's just to get back at groypers. It's because Nick Fuentes called Usha Vance a Jeet, so she had to immediately delete all her India tweets, go on a pro-India rant. Then she's going to India for this conference because Israel needs India as an ally as they lose support within the United States, and they need to strengthen that partnership. So she goes in to try and smooth some things over, and the guy is just like, you're racist, you're this, you're that. It's like, the White House will smell like curry, and we'll do the calls from we'll do the State of the Union from a call center. It's like, I don't know. It is just funny. It truly is just funny. But, okay, before we sign off, let's talk about this brand risk fight really quick. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the total Aryan victory we experienced over the weekend. So I did my Jubilee video, and immediately following, I was like, fuck, what time is it? Do I have time? Am I going to make the fight? And I made it. I made the fight. I got to watch it. Gypsy versus Super Hot Fire. If you don't know who Super Hot Fire is, he was the guy who did the rap battle parody back in, like, 2010. It's like, first of all, I'm not a rapper. Second, like, it was just like a rap battle parody. Very funny videos. Probably made good amount of money off it. Not sure if they were monetized, but I'd imagine they did. And he's been kind of out of the media for a while, or at least to my knowledge. I haven't seen anything with him. I guess he fought Le'Veon Bell on Brand Risk a while ago. Le'Veon Bell was an old running back for the Steelers. Hell of a running back. But Super Hot Fire goes against Gypsy Crusader, a.k.a. Paul Miller. Like, Gypsy Crusader is a just, you know... I don't even know, just a white nationalist. He waves around his Nazi flag. He, you know, is very open about saying certain things to certain people. He primarily goes on Monkey and calls black people the N-word. Like, that's kind of his shtick. And he's a funny guy. Like, I'll admit, I laugh at his videos. I watch his videos sometimes and I laugh. And I'm like, holy shit, that's funny. You know, it's a little provocative. I wouldn't personally do it. I don't think it's helpful to the movement. I don't think it, like, brings more people over to America first. But it's a little bit of a pipeline. You know, it breaks down some barriers. It's funny. It's whatever. It's different. But so you pin this black guy against this white guy in a fight, and the white guy truly hates black people. Like, this is a guy who truly hates them. Like, if Gypsy Crusader had a button in front of him that would eradicate black and Jews, he wouldn't think about it. Like, the same way I would smash that deport fat people button, he would hit that button. That's the kind of person Gypsy is. I'm not trying to shit on Gypsy. I'm just trying to paint a picture here of, like, who's fighting who. You have this YouTube black celebrity versus you have this guy, Paul Miller. And they go at it. I mean, Gypsy looked a little slow. Super Hot looked fat and out of shape. And he's like a foot shorter. You know, he's punching up, blah, blah, blah. But he looked good. Like, Super Hot Fire was connecting. And Gypsy was a little bit too. But, like, for Gypsy not to knock his ass out is actually embarrassing. And not only that, I am on the side that Like, I wanted Gypsy to win, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm on the side that Super Hot won, even though they gave it to Gypsy. They gave it to Gypsy in a split decision. And the reason I say so, because I'll make the argument, Paul Miller, he outboxed him. He did outbox Super Hot Fire. But he hit him after the bell. He shoved him down like 3 times. Take away the fucking points. I thought this was a fight. What the fuck is this? This isn't a free-for-all. This is a fight. Take away the fucking points. And they didn't do that. And Paul Miller came away with the victory. And again, I was happy about it. But at the same time, I would have rather had seen like a real knockout. Like, this guy's a foot shorter than you. You're 50 pounds over him. Beat the fuck out of this guy. You're ripped. He's fat as fuck. Like, what is going on here? It was disappointing. To be honest, it was a good fight. It was exciting, but it was a disappointing outcome to me. I really thought it was going to be a knockout, but we didn't get that. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? But I am really excited. I mean, a couple huge things happening in the fight world. I think I talked about it last week, but Khamzat and Strickland are set to fight. Like, that's the fight everybody wants to see. 2 sociopaths going at it, and it's going to be incredible. It's America, baby. Sean Strickland is America. And I'm so excited to experience that fight, to watch it. You could ask people I've known for years. I've been saying that fight should happen for like a year and a half, almost 2 years. I've been saying this fight should happen for so fucking long. This is the fight that people need and want to see. Dana, if you need help making fights, I'm here. I'll do it for free. I'll help you. You don't even have to just take them and put them out there. Just let me be a strategic advisor to pick these fights, because I could pick some fucking great fights. And that's going to be one of the most incredible ones. And then I saw Netflix is doing an MMA event, which is kind of cool to see. I'm curious how it will end up, but I saw Nate fucking Diaz is on the card. Nate Diaz on a Netflix MMA card on their first one. And then you have Ronda Rousey and Cardano. Like, you got that, but who gives a shit about women fighting? Like Sean Strickland said, unless you're going to oil them up and throw Bill. No, I'm kidding. But Nate fucking Diaz. Like, let's go. Like, Nate fucking Diaz. I'm so amped for that. So some cool things happening in the fight world. It's been an exciting day, though, but that's been the entire show. We are going to go over to our comments section. Let me get the comments pulled up. We're going to read and respond to all of our comments. I want to remind everyone to like, smash the follow button, leave a comment. We read all the comments at the end of each show. Rate the show 5 stars on Spotify. Follow me on X, Instagram, whatever platform you are watching on. And join my Telegram channel by scanning the code up in the corner. But let's go into our comments before we fully sign off for the day.
37 hours and 24 minutes. Sharia law LMAO.
Yeah, people always say Sharia law. Who gives a shit? I don't care how I fucking say it. Like, I do not give a fuck.
Plot twist: Trump supports gays cause he switched teams. He likes taking it from Big Yahoo.
Yeah, probably. That was a weird video with him and Jake Paul. I didn't like that. That was a weird video.
I'm sick and tired of the Stop Jewish Hate ad. Let me watch my NASCAR in peace.
Dude, that's why I don't watch cable. It's so fucking annoying. It's like, for just $20, you could feed a Jewish family in need. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, Americans can't afford shit. Like, 40% of Gen Z is like negative fucking balances in their bank account. And they're like, for $20, you could feed a Jewish kid. It's like, are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Someone goes, yo, what's up? How we doing? Womp womp illegals.
Trump is just trying to appear more moderate for the midterms.
No, this is just, Trump has always been a liberal. Trump was a liberal his whole fucking life.
Goyim Slava for Israel so the Antichrist can come about. What kind of a brainwashed soldier would do that?
Yeah, the fact that they are telling people that, like, there was that thing going down that they said this was a war to bring about the Messiah, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that's just insane.
About to be all up in these honeypots like Pooh Bear.
That's crazy. Nah. No e-girls, not even once.
Right now she's anyone's Mossad agent.
The way she's talking, maybe. I don't know. She's talking about her fucking bottomless throat on the fucking show. Or on the comments, that might be a red flag. I'm not sure. Huge announcement. Speaking of red flags. Ceci is coming back on the show on Wednesday. That'll be fun. I'm going to fuck with her pretty hard. It's going to be fun. I'm going to mess with her.
It's so disingenuous when you criticize Trump and people call you a Democrat. Like, no, I'm not voting for Gavin Newsom just because I'm not agreeing with Trump on Israel.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's so annoying. Everyone's like, you're a Democrat plant. It's like, you're a pussy. That's what you are. You're a pussy.
This is less of a political question, AMD, more of a Catholic question. What's your opinion on the Latin Mass? Also, what's your opinion on the Vatican II debate?
I've only ever been to one Latin mass, so I don't really have crazy opinion on it. Vatican II debate, like what about it? I guess what's my opinion on it? I don't know. I like that I could have mass in my language. I like the priest facing me. Like I don't know. Like what about, like if you're more specific, I could acknowledge it. I just don't know exactly what you want to know. But yeah, I haven't really I've been to one Latin mass ever. That's it. I think the people who are like, you have to go to Latin mass, like that's a little, no, you don't. You could go to the regular, you can go to the mass in English if you want. You'll be fine.
You're a monarchist in America? Do you watch Danny Duncan GNG?
No, not really. Should I? Is he funny? I haven't really watched him. I don't know. I'm not like, there's not a ton of YouTubers I watch. I watch the family friendly guys because I find them to be actually really funny. If you guys don't watch family friendly, watch that. They are funny. It's like, it's Impractical Jokers, but dirty, and they're like 21-year-old kids. Like, not dirty, but it's like offensive. You know what I mean? Like, it's funny. Like, they pitch offensive things in like city hall meeting, you know, shit like that. Like they are genuinely funny guys. So I like their stuff. Who do I watch on YouTube? I'll watch every now and then a Mr. Beast video, depending on what it is. I don't watch every one. I watch a lot of podcasts like Tim Dillon, Dave Smith. Like I just watch a lot of podcasts, to be honest, at this point. I consume a lot of news. I try and consume as much news as possible throughout the day.
Christianity doesn't follow the Old Testament. The Old Testament is the history of who God is, and when Jesus came, he changed the whole game. Live a life of Christ and maintain a close relationship with Jesus. Sin in the Bible is outlined as a way to mess your life up. Gluttony, don't eat too much or you'll be fat and hated. Don't murder, as it's a huge mental toll on a normal person. Humans are sinners, but living a life of Christ is the best chance for you to have a healthy and fulfilling life.
That's beautiful, Tim. Chef's kiss on that one. Someone just goes, Danny Duncan's low-key hilarious, would recommend. Okay, I'll check him out. If you have a link to one of his good videos, drop it in the chat. I'll watch it later. All right, we're going to keep moving on with the comments. So thank you guys for being fans of the show. Thank you to everyone who tuned in today.
Jake Lang just seems like a talking point cut. Give it 2 months and he's bending the knee for the Zionist.
Give it 2 months. He's doing it now. He's on Laura Loomer's podcast. You don't go on Laura Loomer's podcast unless you've already sold your soul.
The definition of the lights are on, but no one's home. When you look it up, it just shows pictures of Laura Loomer.
No way. If I looked that up, you're telling me a picture of Laura Loomer would pop up? No, you're bullshitting. You are bullshitting. I don't believe it. Let's see. Images. Yeah, no, it doesn't. Was that like a look up at the ceiling, it says gullible thing? Like, did I just fall for that? Like, I don't know. Now I feel like a retard. Now I feel gullible. Now I feel stupid for looking that up. Laura Loomer is a stupid bitch, though. She's so retarded.
2026. Year of the false flag right after Epstein files was getting heavily looked into. Geez, what a coincidence every single time. Oh, wits.
Rogue, peak noticer.
Look up what they do to Christian in Iran.
Look up what they do to Christians in Israel. Like, fuck off.
Dude, look up what they do to Christians in Israel. Look what they did to 60 million Christians in Soviet Russia. Makes the 271,000 Jews that were found unalived at the German camps look like small potatoes. Me mum's a ham sandwich. Feel bad, but I don't feel bad. Christian. I don't feel bad anymore. The Steven Spielberg movies spell war off. It was nowhere near 60 million Christians that were killed. It was 500,000 that were killed.
That's insane. Like, that's just retarded.
Even though that's completely false, let's go with it. I mean, here I'll even dumb it down to football terms so a Nickelodeon like yourself can understand. If the Israeli Soviet Shekelites scored 1 touchdown and the Kulak Christian Innocent scored 2 touchdowns, who has twice as many touchdowns?
Dude, Rogue really is funny. I do like Rogue a lot. Sometimes we butt heads, but I love Rogue. Rogue, huge W.
Rogue is right. Plus the Bears freaking suck eggs, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Listen, please forgive me, Bears fan. Uncle Rogue gets cranky sometimes and I forget we were all victims of the brainwashing at one point. It's time you go research what Holodomor was. Go on. Thank Uncle Rogue later. Yes, Steven Spielberg movies, but look at it and don't look away until I tell you to, okay?
Jeez, that last part sounds crazy. Last part sounds crazy.
I don't like politics in sports, especially MMA, but if an American is fighting, that's who I'm gonna root for. I don't see how Justin gets past Ilya. His boxing is too good. But I do see Sean beating Khamzat.
Strickland will beat the fuck out of Khamzat. I mean, that's happening. 100%. I would... Again, I can't tell you guys to bet your net worth on it, but it's not investment advice, not gambling advice. Can't sue me. But I think Strickland's got that one locked. It's going to be a good fight, but Strickland's got that locked. He's just an animal, different kind of animal. And you're correct. I mean... See, I'm with you. I will root for Gaethje because he is an American, and I do like, some underdog stories. But Ilya is going to beat the fuck out of him. I mean, Ilya is like it's literally like I showed the Key and Peele skit on the show last week where it's like, one guy's like, yeah, dog, I'm going to beat the fuck out of him. And the other guy's like, God developed this plan and he birthed me as his tool and God is going to work through me to take your life. Like, that's literally what this is like. Ilya is on another level mentally where he is just going to beat the fuck out of him before, like Sun Tzu in The Art of War says, destroy your opponent before you ever even have to face your opponent. And that's what Ilya is doing. And even if that didn't happen, but even if he didn't destroy his spirits completely before the fight, if he was able to roll it off, he is still going to get his ass beat. And that's sad. I mean, I will say it's sad to me that this could be Gaethje's last fight, and his last fight could be him getting his ass beat. Gaethje's old. He's getting up there. So that part is sad to me. But, I'm with you. I'll root for the American. Let's see. You had another thing in there, too.
I feel like this is common sense nowadays, but if your state allows it, conceal carry, especially RN with the terror attacks, better to have it and not need it.
Always conceal carry, but I agree. Yeah, now more than ever, but always conceal carry. And you want to know a good tip? If you're conceal carrying, take your hollow points and don't use those as your first two. Use range bullets as your first two. So hollow point, a jury's much more likely to look on you favorably if you're defending yourself and you use, ammo that's less lethal than if you're immediately using lethal ammo. If you do your first bullet or two bullets is not hollow points and then you have hollow points following it up, they're likely to look more favorably on you right now. Someone goes, EHC is the man, and then EHC goes, I'm carrying a package in my pants. Holy shit. Yeah, don't unleash that weapon. Weapon of mass destruction from EHC.
When is Jubilee?
It was over the weekend. It probably will get released next month, hopefully.
Also, Rogue Steely Dan is great.
I think I only know one Steely Dan song. Maybe more, I don't know.
Not sure I know who they are. TBH sounds gay, but must have heard one of their songs before. But the theme song of God's Will to Put Evil in the Lake of Fire Christian is more like Rammstein and Slipknot. Steely Dan rocks. Listen to Do It Again. If I listen to Steely Dan, I'm afraid I will believe in the Holocaust lies like Christian does.
Yeah, Steely Dan is just the pipeline for Christian Zionism.
Also, did your boss BB get taken out or what?
Dude, did BB get taken? There are these, they posted 2 videos to prove he's alive. But the first video, I'm going to spill water on my desk right now to demonstrate. Oh, I don't even know if I have enough water left in the bottle. Damn, I don't. The first video, he gets a coffee cup, and the coffee is literally overflowing out of the cup, but it's not pouring over. And then he picks it up, and he's like this with it, and it's still not spilling. And I'm like, that's got to be AI. What the fuck's going on? Then they release a second video, and it kind of looks like AI too. So I don't know. That rumor is going around. I kind of don't think it's true, but I'm open to seeing some evidence. That was weird. Those videos are objectively just weird.
Charlie Kirk is alive and spotted in Iran. Flag of Iran fighting alongside truth against the evil on earth.
We are Charlie Kirk. We carry the flame. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. It's sad.
Candace's latest thing is that Erica could have possibly worked with Jeffrey Epstein at a Romanian or Albanian.
I
Can't
saw
remember
that.
which. Modeling
I saw
agency.
that. So insane. Literally, it's like, holy shit. The sub-Saharan brain needs to be studied. It is fucking retarded.
Good luck for the Jubilee episode. We'll def watch.
Appreciate it, brother. You're gonna... If they air this one, dude, you're gonna love it. I went off. I made it an experience. Autistic maxing flattened me out like a pancake. Hashtag lean maxing. That's crazy. That's crazy, EHC.
Buddy, be your own man. We like you. You don't have to be a Nick Fuentes bootlicker.
I love Fuentes. I don't give a fuck if you don't like him. I love him. You could like us both, or you could just like one or the other, but I like him. He's great. Fat girls do try harder, but no thank you. That's crazy.
Bud, you literally spend half your show writing on Nick.
I think I maybe mentioned him one time today in one sentence, you retard.
Damn bruh, haters gonna hate.
Exactly, they're retards. And then Christian's like, hey, Jamin. Okay, dude, you don't need to say hi to people in my comments, Christian. You gotta understand when I get annoyed at you, and it's because you say hi to people in my... Like, who does that? Who goes in a comment section like, hey, Jamin? It's like, dude, just get his fucking Instagram and text him. Like, you don't need to fucking... I don't know why I'm explaining this. I'm not spiking cortisol for you. Not doing it. Not doing it.
Are you voting Democrat 2028?
No. Not voting Republican, but not voting Democrat. I mean, it depends. If we get a America First candidate on the Republican side, then yeah, but not voting Democrat, no.
No, but I am in 26.
I think we need to send a message to the GOP. Like, I think that's what we need to do. We just need to let them know that we're not willing to be slaves. And if we have to withhold their votes, we got to withhold their votes.
Phil, in 2028, my written win vote is for Jerry Springer.
Jerry Springer? Someone goes, how Trump still being the president of your country, though? Dude, what brown country are you in that you're writing like that? Like, what the fuck? Like, learn how to fucking speak.
It's waste of time. When the Dems get back in power, they will want revenge.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to draft anti-Semitism laws to arrest people like me right now, in the Republicans, though.
We ACC need a third parties. Both major parties care more at the rich.
Yeah, or we just need to infiltrate and destroy.
Totally agree.
Okay, Christian, I'm not gonna lie. This next message that you wrote is quite possibly the gayest fucking thing I've ever read.
Jamin, are you mad at me or something? You seem to not be interacting with anymore.
Are you mad at me, Jay? Who gives a fuck? It's an anonymous retard on the internet. Like, what the fuck? Who gives a shit? He's a 15-year-old retard from Chicago.
Yo, JP, your build resembles that of a red dot bobblehead. Know I'm saying?
You saying I'm an Indian?
You would make a good 7-Eleven store clerk.
Yeah, you're saying I'm an Indian. What the fuck? Fuck you. Fuck you.
I saw the campaign video you did back a year ago. You seemed a lot more moderate back then.
I played that on the show, actually, one time. It's not even I was more moderate. Maybe I was on a couple things, but realistically, my views haven't changed that much. What it is like, and it kind of sucks, but it's, and I've explained this many times. When I started this, I have a lot of people, you know, friends, family, etc., who were like, you know, you shouldn't talk about this topic, like, I don't want you getting canceled. I don't want you, like, you know, I don't want people in the family getting ridiculed because of you, blah, blah, blah. So I tried to, like, just walk a very straight line, be very politically correct sometimes. You know, I wouldn't be as critical of certain things. And I also I was red-pilled on certain things, but not everything at that point. And then a few months into it, I realized, I'm like, why am I half-assing it? Because, like, I would say, like, black people commit too many crimes. And then I would be called a racist by one of the same people who, like, said that in the beginning. And I'd be like, okay, if you're going to call me a racist for that, why don't I just say the real problem? That black people, a lot of them are super predators, and we need to really change how we did civil rights. Like, we need to change a lot. And then, like, I would say, like, women... I made a joke one time, and it was, I said, imagine being a good dad for 18 years for your daughter to just suck a guy's dick because he bought her a rum and coke and asked her what her major is. And, like, I got an insane amount of shit for that. They're like, that's so misogynist and anti, and I'm like, that's okay. Like, that's a good thought. It's like, that would suck as a dad. Like, imagine you do everything you can to be a loving father and then your daughter ends up a whore. Like, that's a legitimate fear for men. And then they were calling me all these things for that. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to push harder on that subject then. Like, if I'm going to be called this for nothing. And then same thing, I called what happened in Gaza genocide. And they were like, that's so anti-Semitic. And I'm like, okay, if you're going to call me an anti-Semite for that, let me just be real about what's happening. So it slowly evolved over time to just me speaking more candidly and me speaking, more openly. In the past, it was kind of just me, like, almost hiding some of my beliefs and a mix of, like, just trying to, like, please a bunch of different people. Versus now, I don't give a shit about pleasing anybody. I just tell the truth, and I am me very, just very, very much myself. Like, that's all I try and be, But yeah, it was definitely different, that video, versus, like, what my show's like now, for sure.
Looks like I'm that last person here who watches your show but disagrees with a lot of what you say.
Maybe in the comments you're one of them. There's a couple still. Jamin's still here, and I still get... Well, realistically, there's only 3 who really disagreed. It's like you, Jamin, and Fidel. And then I guess there's that fucking... I forget that weirdo's name who would always write, like, weird shit. But I get Instagram DMs, literally, and X DMs every fucking day of people telling me how much they want to fucking rape and kill me because of my show. So don't worry, you're not the only one, Christian.
Wait, never mind. Jamin is still here, but Fiddle is no longer watching by the looks of it.
Who gives a shit?
Hey, Christian. Sorry for downvoting all your comments. I was just upset and thought you reported my ass to Spotify. We good? Psych, I ain't never gonna stop downvoting yo ass.
Yeah, that's crazy. He literally did it in 2 separate comments. He goes, Christian, I'm sorry I'm downvoting all your comments. Psych, I'm not fucking apologizing. I'm not gonna stop. Then Christian, this is his response.
Dude, you are a loser.
Christian, just relax. You're an easy target because you get offended. That's the thing. If you don't get offended, you're not an easy target. But because you get easily offended, you are an easy target. That's been all our comments for the day. I thought today was a fucking killer show. I don't know about you guys. We had a nice 2-hour show today. We started talking about the Jubilee thing in the beginning. We talked about all the crazy shit happened over the weekend. We talked about Trump selling out to Zionists more. Talked about a lot of stuff, but it was a fun show. Remember to like, smash the follow button, leave a comment, let me know what you think about the show. We read all the comments at the end of each show. Rate the show 5 stars on Spotify. Follow me on X, Instagram, whatever platform you are watching on. Just hit the follow button there, whether it's YouTube, Rumble, Kick, Twitch. I don't give a shit. Just follow on there and join my Telegram to stay updated on all things America Unfiltered. Thank you guys for being fans of the show. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you. Huge shout out to JT Strongbow for the 5 gifted subs during the show today. Truly appreciated. We are going to sign off for the day. I will see you guys tomorrow on Tuesday, and we have Ceci coming back on the show for another debate conversation. I don't know if she wants to try and set up a date with me. I don't know what's going on. This woman can't contain herself. She talks to me. She meets me on a debate once. She thinks she hates me, and then by the end, she's throwing herself at me. This woman just, it's clear she's in love with me. So we're gonna tolerate that on Wednesday. It'll be a fun time, fun show. Hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys tune in. But we'll be back here tomorrow night at 7 p.m. again. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for being fans of the show. Hope you have a great night, a blessed night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on Tuesday. Thank you.
Have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much, feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness, gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent, all will be lost. The aeroplane and the radio have brought us closer together. The very nature of these inventions cries out for the goodness of men, cries out for universal brotherhood, for the unity of us all. Even now, my voice is reaching millions throughout the world. Millions of